Heute wäre ich mehr über Franz Marc sprechen. If you do not speak German, you would not understand what I had just said. If you were wondering what I have just said, I will tell you. Today we'll be talking about Frank Marx. I know what you are thinking. Who is Frank Marx? Well, you're in luck because I'm about to inform you of who this man is in the next 9 minutes. First, I'm going to tell you when this man was on the earth. I will tell you information on how he was a revolutionary in the art world, and then I will continue to talk to you about his famous painting, Deer in the Forest 1. Then I will leave you with my personal opinion of his painting and other creations that Frank Marc has created. Before I tell you any more about Frank Marc, I want to let you know why I am qualified to talk to you about this subject. I am currently a college student, and for a project, I have been doing extensive research over Frank Marc in one of his paintings, Deer in the Forest 1. Over the course of this project, I became familiar with Frank Marc in this painting. I would first like to talk to you about who Frank Marc was. Frank Marc was born February 8th in 1880 in Munich, Germany. Marc lived a short life in just 36 years, passed away on March 4th, 1916. I gathered this information from Mort Belholm. Throughout his life, Marc was very well educated to become successful. Frank Marc studied at the University of Munich in 1899. After his college, Marc decided to enlist into the military. His studies did not stop there. Marc decided to study at the Academy of Fine Arts in Munich, Germany in 1900 through 1902. This exposure led Marc to become one of the most popular paintings throughout Germany and all of Europe. This allowed Marc to become a co-founder, along with other famous paintings, Mackie Kinsley. This group was called Der Blaue Reiter. I gathered that information from Der Blaue Reiter Almanac. With such a short life, Marc was still able to influence the art that we see today. Growing bigger and bigger as an artist, Marc was able to develop his own unique style. Early interest of Marc's arts created German Romanticism, using the study of theology and philosophy. The tone of Marc's work over time could be related back to the nature movement throughout Germany and all of Europe. Marc loved creating brilliant subject matter using electrifying colors and bold shapes. His works gravitated more towards abstract art rather than the traditional representational art of his time period. Famous creations of Marc's work were of animals, especially horses. Being a creator and a member of the Blaue Reiter, he believed in symbolical meanings of shapes and colors in his creations. For Marc, animals symbolized human nature and their communication with animal spirits. This information I found from the author Zweite. Growing older and World War I building up, the tone and demeanor of Marc's creations started to change. Marc started to depict dark and sad landscapes. It was as if Marc changed his look on life and all of wildlife. This new mature style started in 1913 and continued till his death. Being created in 1913, Deer in the Forest was in between his abstract style and his new mature style. This painting was 41 1/4 inches wide and 39 3/4 inches tall. Marc created this painting on the media oil on canvas. This creation by Marc has an expressive power. He believed in the unity of all creations and endowed in spiritual qualities. Marc talked about how he used the glowing colors to symbolical meanings. From the man himself, Marc stated that, "I can paint a picture of a deer, however, I may also wish to paint how a deer feels." This quote was found in the Phillips collection. These facts presented to me, I have formed an opinion on who Frank Marc is and the style of his paintings. Frank Marc is very symbolical in his works of art. Marc uses a great sense of emotion in the way he expresses the colors on the canvas, showing multiple stories and feelings in one painting. In this painting, Deer in the Forest 1, Marc is depicting wildlife and displaying that they too have emotions. Looking at the bottom of this canvas, we can see a peaceful hillside with a winding dirt road. This road which leads to what appear to be a herd of deer bunched together lovingly. Above these deer is a shadow of red which symbolizes love and that we can imagine that wildlife has for one another. But in reality, animals see life differently than we do. On the right side of the canvas depicts a deer all alone. This deer looks scared, cold, and lonely. Above this frightened deer, which appears to be a storm, it is cold, it is dark, and it is windy. In this painting, Deer in the Forest 1, Marc is expressing that as humans we view wildlife differently. We view it in such an innocent and loving and caring way. However, wild animals see life in a completely different way. They see life as a constant struggle and battle to find food, to stay warm, and to survive till the next day. With all this information, I hope you'll be able to perceive a piece of art and not only see the picture that is painted. I will hope from learning about Frank Marc and his picture of the Deer in the Forest 1, you can evaluate a work of art. You'll be able to look and find the subject matter of a painting, how the brush strokes and medium affect the picture, and also be able to criticize a piece of art and form your own opinion about what the piece is about and the message that is behind